What's up, guys? My name is Corey. This is the Play It Again podcast. That's right, we have a fucking name.
Episode 2. We've made it.
Episode 2. James didn't want me to introduce him, but that's fine. We are here with JJ and Ben. Boys, how's your week been?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, alright. I've managed to drag myself away from Fallout, which is having withdrawals though. I've got bugs under my skin that I'm trying to claw out.
Is it that good?
It's pretty fucking good. But we're here to talk movies.
Yes. Correct.
So
yep,
let's get straight into
it.
Started.
Ben, get with the news.
Okay, we'll jump straight in. So Revenant screenings have started. There's been news that there have been walkouts due to the amount of gore. DiCaprio apparently is pretty much locked in for Best Actor, and Lubeski's apparently automatically just going to get third straight Oscar in a row for cinematography, which will be the first ever time that someone will do it, which won't surprise me.
Locked in. How many times do you reckon he's been locked in for Best Actor?
No. The other times though, there've been a heap of other performances this year. I actually don't think that from what Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs apparently is very good, but everyone's like one's talking about.
He's very good because he's playing Steve Jobs.
Yeah,
like when Steve Jobs is
like every other year, like when people were talking about Wolf of Wall Street saying it's his best role yet, there was McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club and Elegy 4 or whatever in 12 Years a Slave. Whereas this is actually like there'll be good performances, but this performance, like from the trailer, he does look.
Who else do you reckon could come in and take it? From what I've heard, Keaton for Spotlight.
See, that's the thing. That's what I thought. Keaton for Spotlight. That's a thing. That's like a huge cast. Whereas like this, like obviously, he's the main part in it. There's a huge cast in Revenant as well, but obviously it's about him trying to get to the.
Yeah.
But Spotlight, it's like a massive ensemble with Ruffalo and McAdams and all that.
I mean, the only other thing I can think of would be Eddie Redmayne for the Danish Girl, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a role designed for
Oscars. That is Oscar bait.
It's got to be like the most relevant issue of each year has to be that big Oscar.
Yeah.
Like last year, it was because of what was going on in Baltimore. They had to like quickly smash out Selma.
Now
it's just like this year, obligatory trans film. It's just very.
It's kind of like, did you guys ever used to watch The Chaser and how they had that one? They did one skit that I remember, and it was like called Oscar Bait the Film, and it was a gay wheelchair bound Jew in a concentration camp.
Oh, God.
Like, just got it all.
I think it looks great. This is about talking about the Danish Girl, but. Yeah, it just looks a bit...
See, reviews have already been... Like, I'm pretty sure it's out in America already. Yeah. And reviews have been out. Like, it's getting good reviews.
No,
I haven't heard many people talking about
because on IMDb, everyone on... You know, guys, if there's one thing I really love, it's social justice warriors on Tumblr.
Reviews?
And they were annoyed that a non-trans person was playing a trans character on the Danish Girl. So I don't think they know how Hollywood works. So, because I think... Like, nah. Fuck market value and selling, like using an Oscar-winning actor to make money. Let's just get a trans person for equality. Like, nah, I'm pretty sure they're going to go for the money because it's show business and business has more letters in it, so pay more attention to that word.
Fucking hell.
So, really, they've gone on IMDb early, this big sort of clan of social justice warriors on Tumblr, and downvoted the film before it's even been released.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to say. Or maybe it's just awful. We don't know. But from what I've heard, that's what happened. So, it's a bit frustrating that they've gone to do that. But I think in the future we might have a real sort of trans film using a trans actor. But because it's such sort of a new and fresh thing, it's pretty hard to find.
It'd be pretty hard to find.
Can you name one prominent trans actor or actress, whatever they choose to identify as?
No, there's been none.
Yeah, there's been none.
Well, I don't think there has been anyway. But Lubeski, like for Birdman, what did he win before that? The Oscar.
Not Gravity.
Gravity, that was it. Yeah,
it was Gravity on cinematography.
So that was great cinematography. This looks similar to Birdman, like from the trailers, a lot of one shots, and it's all like natural lighting. So I think he's got that locked in. DiCaprio, I'd hope he wins it because like he deserves one by now.
This could be his most deserved role.
Yeah, for sure. But like that's the thing. There's not many other like roles that.
No, it's a pretty
as I said, Danish Girl has been, or it's already out in America, I think, and there's not many people talking about it.
Great year for action and blockbusters.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
In terms of Oscar films, I mean, maybe we'll see some later, but so
I think
far.
I think January they all
Yeah.
hit Australia.
I mean, I think I'd say it's been a good year for indie films. I guess you got like Dope, Me
Yeah.
and the Dying Girl, all sort of films that I thought were.
Creed was
Creed.
like, yeah.
Creed
how-
was
That's not.
indie.
That's not an indie film.
That's not an indie film. It's a huge, probably
oh.
60+ million budget.
What else is news?
Jennifer
Yeah,
Lawrence.
Like compared to the Avengers, that shit's indie.
well, anything.
Shut up. Jennifer Lawrence has announced she's doing a directional debut with a thing called Project Delirium.
Okay, does
I've
it
got-
star Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro?
Yeah, I think so.
Like-
And how many wigs? How many wigs
Yeah.
do you put into each frame?
Yeah, I'm not too sure what it's about. It's a period like 60s based film.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I don't like. Okay, there's a weird thing with Jennifer Lawrence because Hunger Games we're gonna get to, but we've been talking a lot about how we do think she's a little overrated.
I
see.
Like, I think she's being like just put in anything.
Yeah.
Like, she's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's like Chris Pratt. Like, Chris Pratt's a great
Yeah,
actor,
yeah,
but he's in a lot of things. So,
got market
but
value.
I think
that's the thing. Jennifer Lawrence brings in money, and that, like, same with people like DiCaprio, Chris Pratt at the moment for
at the
sure.
moment, definitely.
People like Tom Cruise, even though people don't like him, every single one of his films tend to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Shitload,
Like, with Jennifer Lawrence, like in a lot of her films, like she's great.
I was
That's
just
the
about
thing,
to say, like as much as I want to say she's overrated, when I see one of her movies, I can't help. But yeah, she's just a really great
Likeable.
actress.
She's very
and
likeable.
like watching her interviews, she's
And
very
and
likeable.
like outside of acting,
I don't think she's been given anything too challenging yet, really. I mean, Silver Linings, yeah, but not even that
I'm
challenging.
not even gonna
What she
start on
needs
that
is like
shit.
a Charlize Theron monster, like something that like a really transformative role.
What about House at the End of the Street, mate? The independent
Uh,
horror film.
No, yeah, no, something along those sort of lines, or something like Redmayne did with Theory of Everything and that.
Yeah, no.
Again,
I'd
was
agree.
another
I'd agree.
Oscar baiting film.
Yeah, but that was a phenomenal.
That was a
film.
great film.
Was it?
So-
I don't know.
No, I'd agree. She needs to go out there more. But even then, every role she's in, like I just can't help but like her, and she's great.
Yeah.
But
She's good. Well, she's great in Hunger
yeah.
Games.
But I don't know if she's.
Oh.
I don't know if she's starring in her own film or not. I just know that she's directing.
No, I mean
it.
Jolie
But
didn't
she
star
came
in
out.
those.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
came in and said. She came out and said that ever since she became an actor, she's wanted to direct, and she feels like she has the knowledge, which is fair enough. She's worked with great directors. Fantastic Four sequel removed from the schedule of.
Oh no, we didn't
come
see that
on.
coming.
Oh, Michael B.
I've
Jordan
actually-
and Miles
I-
Teller will be so overjoyed.
No,
No one is
yeah.
happier than the
Miles,
cast of that
Miles
film.
Miles Teller, fantastic actor.
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan, I already knew he was a fantastic actor before Fantastic Four. Same with Miles Teller because of Whiplash and film and Spectacular Now and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Miles
was
B.
going to
Jordan.
say Project X.
Oh, even that. he's
Oh,
pretty
Miles
good.
Teller was pretty great. man.
Michael B. Jordan was in Fruitvale Station, which was incredible.
Mm.
But before, I hadn't really seen him in much. But me and JJ just saw Creed before this.
And
Phenomenal performance.
Yes, standout
from
performance. Amazing.
B. Jordan. We'll cover that next week.
I think we
but-
should cover it this week.
Nah.
No, I think we all need to discuss
Okay,
it.
fair enough.
But because it might be a bit hard. But
Like
yeah.
I was saying.
I
Great
think you do
movie.
need to see it, Corey.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, but with that, I'm pretty happy with that because I didn't see the other one, but I don't want to have
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
happy that it's cancelled because I didn't see the other one because it was woeful reviews. But I
Yeah,
can't think
fucking
after
shocking.
a woeful film, you can bring out a sequel that's actually going to be good.
No,
No.
yeah.
Like you can't. Like I can understand like a film. Like if it was the first one was incredible, and then
Yeah.
the second one was shit. You can sort of understand that, but I can't think they can just have a complete change
Sounds like Marvel is probably going to get the rights back to this one as well.
for
Hopefully.
sure. Yeah, hopefully.
Because I mean,
Hopefully, do you
hopefully
really care
ju-
about the Fantastic Four?
No,
No,
I
but
don't.
it's
But I feel
hopefully
like
just so-
Marvel will just.
I just think it'd be nice to have all of them in the one continuity. Just for like one movie where they can do like a 3 hour just like they just like ejaculate
Masturbate.
onto the
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
Well, that's what Infinity War is going to be, supposedly.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a big superhero.
Yeah. I thank
Come
God.
on.
Thank God that it's not just like a film. See, that's my problem with DC's Batman v Superman. Like we've only been introduced to Superman so far in this actual
Yeah.
series, and then they're bringing in fucking Batman, Wonder Woman.
Actually, yes.
A lot of like Lex Luthor that we already know the characters, but this might be a different take on it. Sort of thing.
Side note as well. Gal Gadot. That's
Yeah, Wonder Woman released.
Yeah,
the
she
picture.
first
Yeah,
picture as a
yeah.
bit of side note.
Oh, I was
news.
like, wasn't it the second? The first one was released a while ago, but this one was like
I think it's like the first standalone.
first standalone,
Well,
like
no,
still
the
image,
first
first still image
of
the
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's had a lot
Because they
of
had
trouble.
the promo art for Dawn of Justice, Wonder Woman in that. They
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
had the Wonder Woman standalone.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty excited for that.
I don't. I'm not the biggest DC fan.
I'm not the biggest, but I'll see it.
I'll see it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'll
think
see
she's.
it,
I think
yeah.
she's a great actress, and I think.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. I only saw him Fast 5.
Yeah, oh, that's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Those movies are just like, I will sit down and watch all
Yeah.
fucking, what are there, 9 of them now or some shit?
Yeah. Well, talking about Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel announced. I haven't personally seen any Riddick films, but he's announced a new Riddick movie and a TV spin-off. It's interesting because I didn't think that these movies made much money.
I think they've
like
got a
TV.
big
I can sort of
cult
understand.
following, and
Cult
like
following,
as
yeah.
we were just saying, this is his pet project. Like when he's invested in something,
Well, he's a bankable
he's
star.
yeah,
Like,
He's a massive nerd as well.
he is.
Yeah,
He's,
like,
he loves D&D. Like
Yeah,
super,
that's where Last
super,
Witch
super.
Last Witch Hunter came
Yeah,
from.
yeah. That's because he
Um,
got the idea from that.
I mean,
I
if
haven't seen
people are
that,
going to
that's
sit
all.
through the Fast
Yeah, it
and
looked
Furious
terrible.
movies, it wouldn't surprise me if they're going to sit through shitty sci-fi.
But apparently, it does have a big cult following. Like Fast and Furious is just like blockbuster action.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
just shit.
There's a cult following here in Doncaster. It's got a pretty religious. I think they love to
Yeah,
watch. They try and act out
religious.
scenes from it on the Eastern Freeway.
Yeah.
It infuriates me.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was a good segue.
Did
though.
you guys hear another one? People like we'll cover the Zoolander trailer in a second or so, but
They're
people are trying to
outraged.
boycott the
Yeah.
actual film because of Benedict Cumberbatch's role.
It
More
depends.
social justice. Yes.
It
Fuck
does-
the real issues.
Does depend how they depict it though.
But the thing
because
is,
they
yeah,
could,
it does depend.
like-
But I've seen like Reddit. I'll do a shameless plug. They were
To
discussing about
Reddit,
it.
yeah, sponsorship by Reddit.
Yeah. No, I saw someone post, like someone who worked in the like modeling industry. They said that people are they just accurately depicted people in the modeling industry in the first one, and in the second one there are people like that in the modeling industry.
Yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
but the thing
But
that's
like,
yeah.
so it's an accurate depiction, but everyone thinks it's just like a trans character or like
Comedy
just
makes fun of all aspects of society, and Zoolander makes fun of a whole lot of different. Like they make fun of the sort of stereotypical Jewish CEO with Ben Stiller's father in the first one. So
Yeah.
they're sort of making fun of all different aspects of society, and if you are establishing yourself as a like sort of a subculture, then you've probably got to be prepared to make fun
Isn't
of.
Ben Stiller's father actually Jewish though?
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm pretty sure he is.
pretty
Because
sure.
I didn't actually know that was his real father.
no,
Like,
this is
for years and years and years. I only
he's
yeah.
one of my favourite bits about the first one.
Yeah,
It's like, just
yeah.
a tinkle, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we're done with. Well, that's all for news this
Yeah,
week.
well,
should we jump onto trailers?
Yeah, we'll start off.
We'll start off with
Zoolander.
Well,
we're
yeah,
just
we've got.
talking about Zoolander.
Yeah, we're just talking about Zoolander. We'll start off that. I think it
Continue.
looks hilarious. I love
Yeah.
the first one.
I
Yeah,
loved
it
the
does
first
look
one.
great.
It does look hilarious, and
Some
like
of the
I like
jokes
the
in there.
fact that like when the little bit like, see, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of Justin Bieber's music at the moment. I'm not minding it.
Yeah, no, it's
Putting
very-
out decent tunes, and he's like,
Staying out of this.
no,
You
no,
do
it's
what makes
no,
you
but like
happy.
a completely different like sound for him.
But
But I like that he was in it. It was pretty funny. But like they're killing actual like celebrities playing themselves
that's-
doing the duck. Like
That's something
Who's
I
the-
really like in any film when you
When
have like
celebrities play
cameos.
themselves?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I do enjoy cameos.
I'm scared they've just put all the best jokes in the trailer, because comedy
Yeah.
trailers are usually good, because especially for sequels, because they'll just put all the jokes in the one trailer, and then you get there and you realize that's it, really.
Yeah.
That like
Yeah.
they don't really save anything. Like,
But I do have faith in this. Like I like. Look, they were shocking movies like the Meet the Family series.
Meet the Fockers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Meet the Family, Meet the Fockers, and
Meet the
Little
Parents or whatever,
Little
Little
Fockers.
Fockers, yeah.
I enjoy
Yeah,
them
Meet
all,
Parents. What the
yes.
fuck am I saying?
Yeah.
Meet the Family. That sounds like a really
No, I
gothic.
do like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I felt like one bit in the trailer was absolutely hilarious when Mugatu, is that his name?
Yeah,
He's like
he rips
walking out of the
off-
muscle
yeah.
suit. They shouldn't have shown
That's
him.
what
They
they
shouldn't have shown
should
him
have
ripping
saved
it
it.
off. They
Yeah.
should have saved it because that was like me. I laughed so much when I saw him in the muscle suit.
Same.
I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. Then he ripped it off. I felt like in the movie that would have been absolutely
If they sort
hilarious
of
if they didn't show that
Constantly
at all.
sold it as like him being absolutely.
Yeah, and then all of a
shredded
sudden,
the
yeah,
entire
he just rips it off. Like, I thought
Prison
that would've
changed me.
yeah, I thought that would have been absolutely hilarious.
Will Ferrell kills that role.
Will
as
Ferrell
well.
yeah.
It's just
Great.
classic.
Will Ferrell kills just anything.
His
Yeah.
assistant
Yeah.
hasn't aged a day. I don't know who that actor was. You know the one that he has the strange sexual tension with?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
He gets the latte.
He's like
Yeah.
throws that at him. He's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone can.
He hasn't
possibly
aged
He's
at
like-
all.
How do you say her name? Kirsten Wiig?
Kirsten Wiig.
Kristen Wiig?
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig.
She
Kristen
looks.
Wiig.
That didn't even look like
so,
her.
I
That
know.
didn't even look
I didn't
like
even notice it was her until it was like.
It came up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that. Yeah. I like her.
I don't know what
Yeah.
she's meant to be. I don't know what.
I don't know what she's meant to be.
She's
Either.
meant to be
Botox,
making
just
Botox,
pumped.
maybe.
Yeah, like pumped full of Botox.
Something
Yeah, maybe.
weird. And despite all the boycotting that it's causing, I found Benedict Cumberbatch's
Role hilarious.
looks so funny
I-
because he looks neither male nor female. He looks like a turtle. So
Jeez.
I was gonna say I like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah,
like,
I love Benedict
It has an
Cumberbatch.
incredibly strong cast, and I'm very
Yeah,
much
I'm
looking
very
forward
excited
to it
for it.
because I loved the first one.
Owen
Yeah.
Wilson as well. He's been quiet-ish.
Quiet lately? Yeah.
Yeah.
No Escape came out. I haven't seen it. but
Yeah. Is that? Oh, you mean that Pierce Brosnan
Pierce
and
Brosnan
Owen Wilson
Bali,
action film
yeah.
didn't do well?
Wow.
Damn.
Not surprising.
Wow.
Wow. Next one. What? Now You See Me 2. They should have called it Now You Don't.
Yeah.
They
like-
should have really
Yes,
called
they
it that.
really
No,
should.
because they'll make a third one and be like the Now You See Me trilogy, and they won't know what to call the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you? Question mark.
What a name for a film. I saw the first one. I was really excited for it.
Stupid.
I was really excited for the first one because great cast.
Yeah.
Like actual magician movie, like a magician interest, like magic interest
I
me.
don't know.
I just
But
don't
like
think they should
the
have done a
first one,
sequel.
the
Just
first
leave
one
it.
was all right. The ending like just shat on me, real good.
I heard it was very
pretty bad.
convoluted.
Have you not seen it?
No.
No.
Oh no, I didn't get to see it unfortunately.
It was
I just
pretty
thought
But yeah, no,
that's
it was
Yeah.
interesting, but I don't think it needs a sequel
I just-
whatsoever.
yeah.
But I do like
Neither.
that Daniel Radcliffe's joining it because I love Daniel Radcliffe.
They
Yeah,
need
same.
to play that right.
They
That
need to
could
play-
be
But that-
so
It was
perfect.
pretty funny in the trailer when he came out and he like had the
Tried
card.
to do
And then he,
it,
he
yeah.
tried to do it.
Is
and
he
stuffed
playing
up.
himself?
Even if they
Oh,
don't mention Harry
not
Potter
sure.
and they just have him as a shit magician,
Yeah,
it'll just
it would be
perfect. It'll
very
just
funny. But yeah,
That seems like the sort of movie that people that don't generally go
I
to
didn't
a lot of
even
movies
make
would
that
say they
connection.
love.
What the fuck? Holy fucking shit! I feel like such a moron. I didn't even make that connection. I was like,
That's
oh,
the
Daniel
whole-
Radcliffe.
That's
like,
the whole
cool.
reason he's in the film is
Yeah.
that it'll be
Oh,
Daniel Radcliffe
dear
playing. That's why I'm going to see it
God.
because it's Daniel Radcliffe's playing
Playing a
shit wizard.
magician, yeah.
yeah.
It's just a little bit of taste of Harry Potter. Yeah, I don't know. It looks same.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. They use a lot of revolving shots in that, don't they? A lot
Yeah,
of like
they do.
shots slightly under the head, just moving around them as
Oh,
they're
that's-
lazy,
yeah.
like
That's typical
Magician.
magician shit.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Woody Harrelson, I'm sure, throws it in.
Love him.
Yeah.
Love Woody.
And
Um,
it's getting harder and harder to make Jesse Eisenberg do those sort of films, isn't it? As it becomes more and more bankable. Like it seems like a sort of shitty sort of film. Something
Yeah.
more that
Yeah, he'll be very bankable soon.
a Jai Courtney would get involved in.
Yeah, that's
Speaking
definitely
of
Jai
Jai
Courtney.
Courtney, the series he's in, Elysian trailer, Divergence sequel. They've split this one into two, right?
Oh,
But they've tried.
fuck off.
No, they've tried to hide it though. So the first book's like obviously Divergent, then
Insurgent?
Insurgents, and then Allegiance, and then they've split Allegiance into two. So there's Allegiance coming out next year, March. Trailer looks awful, by the way. But they've split it into two, but they've tried to hide it by calling it a completely different thing, like Ascendance or something. So they've like
So it doesn't even have an ANT word on the end. Doesn't even finish with ANT. 'cause isn't
Also,
that the whole-
Allegiant.
Yeah, Allegiance.
It's got to finish with ANT, otherwise it's not part of that amazing
Mate,
series.
yeah.
Ascension.
I watched the trailer. It
I like
looks
Charlotte.
okay.
I like Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller's in it as well. I like them.
I think they're contracted.
I think they
yeah.
they would be contracted
Yeah.
for
I'm
sure.
not. I'm not a fan of
Miles
Charlene.
Teller, if you saw, I did see I've seen the first two, unfortunately. Miles Teller just looked like he was sitting there like, why the fuck am I in this?
Yeah,
like
well, he
just
doesn't have a
looked
choice.
like he did not
He's
care.
contracted to make.
Yeah, he
those
would have
things.
done it. I bet you he would have done it like, you know, before, like after Whiplash finished up, and then he's got no movies. He did it, and then Whiplash came out,
To rave reviews.
rave reviews, Oscar-winning movie. And now he's like, all right, I can be in anything. And
Yeah.
he's like, fuck, I'm still contracted.
They
to
would have
these
made that
shit
movie
films.
quite a long time.
Yeah,
ago,
well, I've
because it
seen
would
the,
have
I've
taken
seen the
ages in
short.
post.
Yeah, I've seen the short, and it came out like 2011. Apparently, the short.
Okay.
But yeah, it would have taken ages. It took them only 28 days to actually film.
Oh,
the
I'm talking
movie.
about Divergent.
Oh,
Say
Divergent. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
shit,
post-production
Oh,
would
yeah,
have taken
post-production would have. Yeah,
ages.
that whole
So
film looked.
he
the
would have
whole
made
film looked
Spectacular
CGI.
Now probably after that, and Whiplash.
Yeah.
And he would have been like, well, fuck, I've made it, and now I'm contracted to make all these stupid
Stupid
series. The Ant
sequels.
series.
Stupid, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They just look
No.
the same. Like all those movies, they're sort of making them right as it's going out of fashion. Like you got Fifth Wave, you got Hunger Games coming out.
Yeah.
Sorry,
all
Hunger
these,
Games
like,
finishing, and Hunger Games is just as everyone's sort of starting to get sick of these
young
teen
teens,
dystopian novels.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It made like it didn't even nearly. It only made 102 mil in America, which isn't that
Is this
much
Hunger
at all.
Games?
Did it
yeah.
break?
No.
Like, did it break? The,
Oh, it'll
you know?
it'll make a
Oh,
profit.
it
Did it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's made a profit for sure,
Okay.
but like I think
Wait,
the
Hunger Games.
yeah, I think the other
That didn't cost more than 102.
oh no, it would have, but it would have made a lot of money.
That was
from
opening
overseas as
weekend.
well. That was opening. That was just
Oh,
opening
okay.
weekend.
Well, yeah,
so,
fuck. All right.
yeah, but like the other ones, I think made like 160 mil and shit like that, so it went down quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It's what happens when you do part 1 and part 2, I reckon, because everyone that part 1 didn't get the best.
It only
reviews.
worked with Harry Potter because that needed to be done.
It definitely is. And part 2 of Harry Potter was all action, whereas part 2 of this one isn't. But we'll get to that.
We'll get
in
to
a
that
minute.
in our review.
All right.
Gods of Egypt trailer.
Yeah, nah.
James
Nah.
hasn't seen it.
We'll
I
give
saw
it. We'll
it.
give it a
so-
pass.
I think it's a joke. God, I hope it's a joke. Like I hope it's.
Whitewashed a cast about a movie in Egypt.
I saw that. I don't know. It just looks like if it's meant to be so stupid, like deliberately meant to be awfully stupid, like self-referential.
See, the
knows
thing is,
what it
I think Gerald
could be
Butler does
okay.
these films perfectly. He's in every just like Olympus Has Fallen, like the guilty pleasures. Like it looks shit. I'll probably go see it and like
Yeah.
somehow enjoy it. Like it doesn't look
And,
too bad. It just looks like a massive
Game
joke.
of Thrones, Nikolaj Coster-Waldau,
Yeah, whatever his name is.
also coming in it.
Yeah. The Australian guy Brenton Thwaites.
Something
is-
about Game of Thrones actors debuting with sort of mythological films. You got
What,
Kit
like-
Harington coming in with Pompeii.
What about Lena Headey was in like Dread?
Yeah, coming in
Oh,
with sort
wow.
of strange films. Not debuting. I mean more post Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
or
no,
during
yeah,
Game of Thrones.
yeah,
I think.
fair.
Kit Harington. I didn't see Pompeii. I heard it was.
Well, he's in a lot of film. Like he's been in quite. A few
He's in a
films.
weird Spooks, which
Yeah,
is
that
a
looks like-
ABC. I think it's either ABC or SBS sort of crime series. The sort of thing your grandma watches and tells you definitely need to see.
So next trailer,
Would be Captain America: Civil War.
big one, the big one.
This
like-
looks.
This looks fucking
Holy fucking
fantastic.
shit.
I'm sorry, but I just need to talk about that scene at the end when Evans goes, I'm sorry, like
You know, he's my mate. And
yeah,
we,
Tony,
we
he's
used
my
to
mate,
be.
and he's like,
That-
we
the
used to
exact
be. I'm
words.
like, fuck,
Oh,
right in the
like
feels, and
so
then
many
and then
feels.
Cap and Bucky are like just
Ooh,
pounding
absolutely
Iron Man. I'm
right.
like, oh fuck, like
Looks mid.
in the comic books, I know that Iron Man's made out to be the villain, but in this, it just made me feel sorry for him, and I like that
It just looks great.
because Iron Man's
And the wide
likable
shot.
guy.
the fact that they use a wide shot for
yeah.
that fight scene, it just looks.
Yeah.
It just looks
Yes.
fantastic.
And I
but-
like that there is that slight deviation because you guys know what happens in the comics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how the Civil War begins.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they obviously
Well, they-
can't do
yeah.
that in the films because of licensing agreements.
Yeah.
So I like, from the trailer, what we've been given. It seems as though it's just like,
Yeah.
come on, guys, like, you're moving around, like, you have no restrictions on you, kind of need
I
to
like
stop
that
this
they
shit.
brought in the general from Incredible Hulk. So
Yeah.
that actually
Yes,
is
like,
relatable again
finally.
because he's like, you know, we used this super serum on Hulk or whatever.
Yeah.
We know what it does to people. You need to, you know, put him under
You
surveillance
guys,
sort
yeah.
of
No
thing. Yeah.
view of
Um,
Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
I like
or
that.
Paul
I
Rudd
like
as
that.
Ant-Man.
But
like
there
that,
was a shot
was
of
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
It was like, and he looks.
He
He
looks
looks
fucking
sick.
awesome. He looks
and
fully
great
CGI, though.
actor
Yeah,
by
he
the
does.
way. Great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the actor's name? Do you remember?
Chadwick Boseman. Is
Yeah.
it?
I haven't seen him in much.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
He's,
yeah.
nah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm
He's
looking
been
at-
in a couple of he was in a couple of films before it, and then all of us he was sort of like John Boyega situation. He was in one film, great performance, and then all of a sudden he's in a huge franchise now.
Yeah, of course.
But fuck, it looks good. I cannot wait. Till
Yeah, the use of the piano music. Just the trailer in general has like just a brilliant trailer.
well,
like an awesome
very well
tone
made trailer,
and-
and I like with the captain like. In every Marvel film, it's always like a huge world. Like Iron Man, it's like, it's a world situation, and it's made to feel very public.
Yeah.
Whereas Captain, like America 1, was very Cap orientated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a world situation, but it was focused on him. And same with Winter Soldier, like that was a huge
Yeah, but a lot more
event,
sort of
but a
close
lot
up
more
gritty
close
action.
up. Yeah, and I feel like this is going to be the same. Like it's a world
Much
thing
more
because
personal.
obviously it's pretty much the world situation. Like,
Yeah.
it's surveilling superheroes
So who
and
do
shit
you-
like that.
who do you think-
And it's very personal.
Who
I
do you
like
think's
that.
the main character though? Is it
Oh,
Cap?
it's got to be
Ryan?
Cap.
Cap.
It's called. It's
Yeah.
got to be Cap. It's called Captain America.
America.
I mean,
But-
I
But
like
no,
that.
in the series, do you reckon Cap is the main?
Oh,
Because
I
like
think- I
everyone
think
loves
he's- yeah.
Iron Man. Everyone
loves
Robert
Iron
Downey.
Man. That's what they try and bank half their money on because
Yeah.
that's the one that makes the most money.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be. I think it's got to be Cap because like the director of this one, which is the Russo brothers, I think so.
Are they doing this one as well?
They're doing this one. They did Winter Soldier,
Okay.
and I think they're doing this one. I'm not too sure. Just double check.
Yeah.
But they're doing. I know for a fact the people who do Winter Soldier are doing Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, because Joss is stepping down, isn't he? Which I think is
Yeah.
good.
Which is, I
Yeah,
think is good
yeah, the
because you
Russo
can tell
brothers
Avengers
are-
2 was like
He was just a bit done because those movies
which
take
like
so
Peter
much
Jackson came out and said he was just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wasn't
that showed.
was
But
that only because that was a special features?
you know you had 3 months
Featurette.
of pre-production for Hobbit.
Yeah, that's not enough.
That's not enough for any film at all.
Yeah, so in case you guys didn't know, Peter Jackson came out and admitted that he didn't have enough time on the Hobbit trilogy. And I believe that came out because it was on the
On the special
edition
of
of
the extended edition of Battle of Five Armies,
arguably the
Which
worst.
came out last
which
week.
came out last
Yeah.
week, which we covered.
We
Yeah, so he's
We
come
are on
out.
it.
Even he has admitted that those movies are shit house. Well,
Pretty
not
much,
shit
yeah.
house, but
Not shit house, but
I-
not great.
I saw it first. I agree that they're just not good at all. And I know it's not his fault, but I think you could just tell that he was rushed, and also he, just
You could
didn't have,
tell
he
that
didn't have
he
the same passion.
Yeah, no, but it's just such a well-made trailer. Like, my god,
Yeah, Captain America.
yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm ready. And
Oh,
May
I'm so
6th, that
excited.
one comes
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah.
not
too far away actually.
Yeah,
Couple,
not
just
so far.
5 months or so.
Yeah, I'm excited.
couple-
We got
Yeah,
next
no,
year's
I'm-
looking big already. You got Batman v Superman.
It's
Deadpool.
looking big, but I
Deadpool,
haven't heard
yeah.
much about any Academy award sort of type films.
No, it's
I've
just
only
been
heard. Yeah,
blockbusters.
I've
No.
literally there's so many
Well,
superhero
they'll come
films
out
coming
later
out
in
next
the
year.
year.
Yeah,
Like,
but
because it's pretty risky.
usually you
releasing-
get trailers around now, but we haven't
no,
got
yeah.
much.
It's pretty risky
what, for, like, the
releasing
Jan
Oscar
release?
films.
Oh no, like sort of end of like usually we'd get trailers about now for like halfway through the year, but there have been like I haven't even seen news about like any sort of Academy films that just want the awards.
Yeah, I mean, I can only think of what the Revenant, Room,
Oh, for
99
for
99
this
Homes.
year you can, but like
Yeah.
next year I haven't heard like that's jammed. So that's basically like obviously film like Oscars is basically a film year is basically Oscars to Oscars because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
count anything before that. So that's Feb 20th or so.
Okay.
So after that, I haven't heard anything about any films apart from literally just blockbusters.
Do you ever think that one of the Marvel films will win like a proper award?
No,
Nah.
no. I mean, special effects.
Yeah, it wins special effects most of the time.
Avengers will probably win special effects this year. Why not?
Oh no, I don't reckon.
Nah,
It
because
would
the
be-
Avengers 2 sucked.
No, it was.
Ant-Man
I reckon
would have a better shot, I reckon.
that
In
was
terms
better.
of special effects,
It would
Avengers surely.
could be Martian.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Oh,
yeah.
dear God!
How did
Yeah,
you forget?
oh,
Probably.
I forgot Star Wars. It's not like I think about it literally.
Like
every minute.
even yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
no.
Martian was probably more practical.
I think it could be Star Wars. If Star Wars
Yeah.
have something like that huge space battle that we saw, or with Supreme Leader Snoke with this stop motion, this not stop motion.
Well, they are doing.
with
They
this
are
animation
doing.
they're doing.
No,
for
they are
Andy
doing.
Serkis's character.
Yeah, they are doing motion capture for Lupita Nyong'o and
Yeah,
Andy
and if
Serkis,
they do that
which is
well,
Jar
Who's
Jar.
Lupita?
She's that the little like Dobby looking thing on the poster.
Oh,
It's
wow,
like you
shit.
hear her in the trailer. Like she's the wise. I think she's the attempt of Yoda.
She sounds like
for
she's
this
from
series.
Nigeria, which is strange.
She's like the Yoda of this series, like the
Yeah.
wise one. She's the one talking
She's
in the
1,000
trailer.
years old, which I think is
Gotcha.
older than Yoda, because Yoda was only
Yeah.
60.
Fuck off! No one's older than Yoda, mate.
Yoda
Yoda's
was
live.
900
Yoda's live.
and something when he
Well,
Yoda's live.
That's not canon anymore. So, yeah.
Rip in peace, Yoda.
God, it looks great. I don't know. Her character looks a little weird, but yeah, supposedly she's.
Anyway, we're not talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
we can
Anyway,
getting
are there any
very
other
off track.
trailers for
I
us to
think
cover?
that's about it for this week in trailers. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, just scroll up. Mate.
Oh, and sorry, and we just watched it just before we started recording. Zootopia, the new animated film that's coming out,
Yes.
and something
That looks
plot-wise
quite funny.
That looks basically like just what if the world was animals instead. I mean, it does look a little bit over.
Yeah, it looks really just like. Oh, can we talk about Central Intelligence?
Yeah.
There's just a pun where it says you need a little heart and a big Johnson.
I'm sorry, but
Like that.
Rock is one of the most likable guys.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, arguably, like, some people hate him. Some people think he's like the most likable guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan of Hart. Like, his comedy is quite funny, but his films are pretty shit.
Oh, see, I think both are pretty shit. But
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of his videos on YouTube, and some of it's funny, but like, I'm looking forward to it. I love The Rock.
yeah, same. I
he's
love The
just
Rock.
so
Oh,
watchable, and he's just the best guy ever. He did Screen Junkies, a channel on YouTube. This guy named this guy named Nick
officiated
Mundy.
their
He
wedding.
officiated his wedding. Like, it
That's
was
so
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
he just seems like a great guy.
Yeah, he just
But
And he's
top-
shredded as well.
He's
And he's
just-
just a behemoth.
he's just fucking huge.
He's a monster.
ridiculous.
In
Like,
that new in
to
the Fast and
follow
Furious
him,
7.
follow him on like social media.
yeah,
and
and
it's
he's
just
like 5 a.m. cardio.
Yeah, he's like
and-
4:30 a.m. cardio. Mixed feelings about this, and he's got his thumbs up and like your middle finger up, and you're like, "Oh, Rock, you're cute." Like I
He's
would like
just
pet you, but I feel
shredded.
like he might
Yeah.
tear my fucking arm
He
off.
gets bigger and bigger each year.
Each year.
In this new Fast and Furious, he's a fucking monster.
He
I'm
is.
pretty
not
sure
even
he's
human.
just a cadaver. Like a bull being ready to like slaughter down to
Oh,
serve
but
up
yeah.
steaks.
I think all the trailers, surprisingly, all the trailers this week actually like look like good films. Maybe apart from
Enjoyable
Gods
at
of
the
Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questionable. Might be good. Might be not be. But I think.
Oh, is it questionable?
It's not questionable.
No, it could be
looks
like a
Attack of
guilty
the
pleasure.
Clones
It could
level,
be
just-
it could be a guilty pleasure. I highly doubt it.
I
But
don't like.
all the trailers this week, apart from that, like Zoolander, Captain America, they all look
Yeah.
quite good.
I mean, there's
I'm
a number
surprised.
of smaller trailers which we probably won't talk about. But,
Yeah.
Nah,
no.
fuck 'em.
I just want to mention, I'm just looking at a new Big Short trailer release. I haven't seen this second Big Short trailer. I don't know if I want to see it.
Amazing
I
cast for
am
that film.
looking forward to that film a lot. I love movies about the GFC when they're done right. I love that documentary Inside Job, narrated by Matt Damon. There's another movie, Margin Call, which is fantastic, which is about sort of like one day, 24 hours during the collapse of the...
It's already out.
Economy?
Apparently, it's got 65 on Metacritic. That's all right. But great, like director
Amazing
obviously
cast.
Adam McKay, so
Yeah.
he's directed Anchorman.
And then
Brad
Chris-
Pitt, Ryan Gosling, Christian Bale, Steve Carell, Selena Gomez. I don't know why she's in it.
Zachary Quinto? No, wrong film. I'm thinking Margin Call. Thank God Zachary Quinto isn't. I hate it after he endorsed Clinton.
But yeah, great cast. That's 65's not too bad.
I'm pumped. Alright, should we move on to the main film?
Move on to the
review
main
this
story.
week?
Definitely.
Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2,
2.
Section 3, Chapter 5. Let's do it, gentlemen.
So should we start off like last time?
Non-spoilers,
Just a rating.
just our
rating. So
Base
Corey,
thoughts.
do you wanna?
Let's
I'd
Right.
give it upon second viewing, I saw it twice, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
Jesus,
6 out of
that's
10.
fucking high.
That's not.
Jeez,
That's
that's
not
a high.
Is that
That's
high?
too high.
Uh-oh. What are you
Yeah,
going to give it, James?
Like 4.5, maybe
4.5.
a 4.
Is it
Oh.
as bad as Hobbit? Is that what you're saying?
No, but that
I
Hobbit's on
enjoyed The
the...
Hobbit more than this.
Oh, Jesus. I'm looking forward to hearing how bad the Hunger Games was then.
Oh,
because-
yeah, no.
So
not-
you rated a 6. What
I
did
rated
you
a 6.
What did you like about it, and what didn't you?
Oh,
What's your rating?
I'm gonna rate it. I saw it midnight release. I thought
Fucking moron.
the
You
pacing. I was pretty.
fucking
Well, me and
moron.
Corey did.
yeah, we saw
Pacing to me felt
Corey.
like the film didn't start till 12:40, so it already
Yeah,
started
of
late.
course. Yeah.
I was pretty. I wasn't too tired, but like it just felt it went for 3 hours, and it was only like 2 hours and
Yeah,
a half or
it
so.
felt long.
But it felt very long. Then I saw it again with my sorry. Saw it again with my family, and the pacing didn't seem as bad, but I just wasn't as invested. I'd rate it a 6.5. Like I felt
Yeah.
like there was good bit like Catching Fire is obviously like my favorite still.
yeah,
Then
I
I'd
agree.
probably go probably even the first one, then
Yeah.
part 1, then 2. Like this is probably my least favorite of them
Yeah.
all. I felt like there were some great bits in it,
Mm.
but then I just like wasn't as invested as I was
Just
in the
a
other ones.
basic overview of the film. It's
Yeah.
directed again by Francis Lawrence, stars Jennifer Lawrence, Liam Hemsworth,
Everyone knows the cast.
Josh
I've seen
Hutcherson, and it is Philip Seymour Hoffman's last film. And
Yeah.
also Woody Harrelson, of
It's
course.
a real
And this
shame
one
for
sort
him
of...
to go out on this.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. It is a real...
like,
he's fine again. He doesn't have much to do. And basically takes...
I took that the wrong way.
No,
I
no.
was like, yeah, he
no.
certainly doesn't
In
have
the
much
film-
to
So
do
you
now.
rated a 4.
Yeah,
In-
I'll
okay.
go 4.5.
And just with the storyline, takes place straight after part 1, where now Katniss, after being, after District 12 is destroyed and she's taking refuge in District 13, she's getting ready. She's the Mockingjay. She's the symbol in all the propaganda, and she's ready to
Yeah.
launch a full assault on the Capitol.
On the Capitol, yeah. So what did you like about the film?
What did I like?
And what did you dislike?
The brief action scenes. Jennifer Lawrence's performance was good as always. She's just too good for these films now.
Yeah.
Is my opinion. But
Definitely.
the actual action. So it's sort of like around the outer skirts of the Capitol. President Snow,
Or the pods?
played brilliantly by Nolan Sutherland, evacuates everyone and puts these pods and makes it like a second Hunger Games as Sam Claflin as Finnegan.
Sorry, a second or like a fifth?
A third Hunger Games in relation to the series, and annoyingly, Sam Claflin as Finnegan O'Dare points out, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 65th Hunger Games.
That's 76.
76.
Even I know
Oh, sorry,
that.
James,
I
I'm not that
fucking
into
hate
it.
this story.
Which is annoying, because that was just brutalised in the trailer, and it's a very annoying
It's
line.
a pretty
Yeah.
bad one.
And yeah, so that look when they're going through and there's pods everywhere and there's traps and that awesome trap with like the weird black oil that turns into a tripwire.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. There's a sequence with these zombie-like creatures called mutts, which is fantastic, brilliantly shot, full of tension.
yeah.
But there's just not enough of it. There is not enough of it. There is too much pointless shit. It's stretched out way too much. This film did not need to be in 2 parts.
No.
No.
Did not need to be in 2 parts at all.
I think as well that scene with the mutts, although it was shot brilliantly, predictable as hell, like the entire fucking movie. Like, I haven't read the books. I mean, people will be like, oh, like, of course it's predictable. Like, if you've read the books, you know where it's going. I haven't read the books, and I just felt like right from the get-go, you knew exactly where it was headed.
Yeah.
Like, they gave you far too much, and we'll get to that, like, in a minute, with the spoilers. But, yeah, I think that, I mean, what was good? Those brief action sequences, and in those scenes, like the black oil bit, although it was far too brief, that was very tense.
Yeah, it was.
Really, really well shot. Same with the mutts. But really, not much else. I mean, the performances were all very bland, very predictable. Shocking soundtrack and score, especially.
No,
compared
I
to
like the
no,
soundtrack.
The soundtrack,
Soundtrack
the
sucked.
soundtrack sucked.
The soundtrack, yes.
The score, I thought was too good
Nah.
for this movie. No, it
I
got me.
thought the score's brilliant.
The score is brilliant.
It's always scored well.
It's always scored. Yeah, all the Hunger Games, I
It's
felt scored
nothing-
well. It's nothing too special,
The
but I felt like
theme
it's perfect.
The main theme of the score that I like is the bit that plays. It started in part 1, which is singing the Hanging Tree song.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome sequence in part 1. I'd see part 1 just for that sequence where they attack the dam, and they have that soundtrack going, and it starts with this really small sort of song sung by Jennifer Lawrence, and it builds up into this full on epic sort of sound, and that works well when that plays briefly in this film.
Yeah.
I thought the score is fine. It's just the score's way too epic for what you're actually seeing on the screen, because what you're seeing on the screen is just pointless conversation between fucking Gale and
I
Peter.
agree. What-
And you don't care.
Yeah.
You just
What
don't care.
I liked.
Especially between Gale and Peter.
No one cares about that love
No
triangle.
one
Who
cares. No one cares about either of those 2 characters.
See, that's like
they are
half the. That was all
shocking.
about the book. Yeah.
Yeah, but even
They
in the
can't
book
really-
when I read it, why does she need to have a love interest so much? Like, I don't get it.
No,
it's just,
it's just.
It's kind of just overly conventional.
I think
Well,
she would
it's
have.
a teen fiction.
She would have written the first book and then had it end like that, just so
Yeah,
she can
of
write a
course.
second one.
I
if she
like the
wants.
idea of her playing the romance for the cameras, but it doesn't really matter now
It
because
doesn't really matter after
she's
the
not-
second film because
Yeah.
it's the last on the camera. What I like, I'm the same. So I thought, I somewhat disagree. Like, I felt that Jennifer Lawrence is great, like as always. All the most of the performances are very well done. It's well shot and directed.
Yeah.
The action sequences were great, I reckon. But it's just what I didn't like. It's just like there's too much time between action sequences. Like, I reckon from the start of the film to the first action sequence, which was the oil part, from what I remember, it was at least an hour.
Yeah, it was.
At least. And then between that one and the mutt thing, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then after that, nothing really happened. See, that's my problem. This film did not need to be done in 2 parts. I felt like if it was one, I would have really liked it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would have been even if it was 2 hours and 45 minutes long, they would have had the heist sequence, which was great in the first one, the mutt scene, the oil part, the bridge scene where they have the hanging tree. They would have had 5 action sequences, which were all great in a 2.5 hour film or so. It would have been great. And then every part, they could have, where they're talking, it wouldn't feel as dragged out because there's action sequences that were 10 or so minutes in between. So that's
just
it's so
pointless. dialogue scenes. Pacing is slowed down unnecessarily. Like, it's slowed right down. It's really contrasting, and it's so uncomfortable to watch. And there's these almost cringeworthy conversations where characters that are bland, you only get introduced to in this film, like most of her team, that she sort of goes around with behind the scenes filming these propos, which is propaganda videos.
And one of my problems, some characters are just underused.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, the Natalie Dormer's character,
Is that
Christina
even-
or whatever.
Yeah,
she wasn't a big part in the first one.
No.
Like, first part. This part, I thought she was only in, she was in most of the film, but she herself was, technically in 3 scenes or so.
No, I don't really get what her point. I don't really get
what her character's there
I get
for.
that she likes directing videos, but Dormer's a great actor, but she doesn't get provided with any dialogue to establish who she is.
And she's filming all these parts for the propos, but we just never see them get used.
No, it's quite frustrating. Liam Hemsworth's character, I think Hemsworth is a fine actor. I don't think he's as good as Chris, but
No, definitely not as good as Chris.
he's
Chris is a
just-
great actor.
he's not much of a character. He's generally just a good-looking man.
Yeah.
He's not even.
He doesn't even have a personality. He's just sort of there, and I get.
Like, he's okay looking because Peter's head is tiny.
It is very.
Like,
tiny.
you just kind of go, he's not really that great looking. But if I had to choose between one
Liam
of the
Hemsworth,
two,
I will admit, the Hemsworth, Chris and Liam,
Oh
are
yeah,
very
absolutely.
good-looking guys.
Absolutely. But it's more. Yeah, it's just.
look,
I don't really get it. I think Peter's got an interesting character arc in this. He's probably
Yeah.
the most interesting thing to do. It is a little cringeworthy when he's just doing conventional. I'm freaking like. And he's sort of
yeah,
crying
like,
up.
yeah,
It's
it's just like
it was
PTSD
the
very
most-
like,
in the
oh,
corner.
chew more.
Definitely
Sino,
the most
please."
interesting character about this film, but I felt it was a good, best performance from Hutchison.
Yeah.
From the whole
He's fine.
series.
Yeah.
It's sort of predictable. I mean, if he,
But yeah, he was probably the
Sort of.
best part about it. So there's really, most of us
Please,
thought it
let's
was
get into the spoilers
it
so I
was
can just
okay.
rip this
It was
thing.
yeah. So we agree it was okay. JJ
It was-
obviously didn't like it. I thought it was.
it was fine.
I thought it was
It was
fine.
my least favorite one. It was.
Yeah,
it was
It
the
was
most
definitely
disappointing.
it was my second
Overall, just
least favorite.
Pacing was a
Part one
mess.
was my least
Pacing
favourite.
was a mess. Overly predictable, and it wasn't that. My final point before we move into sports. It wasn't satisfying. In Catching Fire and Part 1, we have those moments where you feel like they're defying the Capitol, and you want to almost get out of your seat because you're like, yes, revolution, let's fucking do it.
And in
There's
this
none
one,
of those moments.
in this
There's
one,
none of those moments.
Yeah, in this one, it's mostly about Katniss trying to obviously kill President Snow.
Yeah.
But she didn't even really do anything. There's half of it's the rebels attacking the peacekeepers.
Yeah.
And then she's just there magically.
Stuff
she
isn't
didn't-
explained well enough. The story isn't explained. What's going on often isn't explained well enough. And it's just, there's no moment where I was really cheering or I was really jacked up. Every moment was sort of cut off too late. And then we go to a 10-minute point.
I was like, this is getting good after the oil scene. I'm like, that was sick. I said to you even, I'm like, this is gonna get good now, and it just didn't. I thought it was because that
didn't
got
really
me
get
pumped up.
past that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we get into
move
spoilers
on
now?
to spoilers.
Okay,
So
let's
JJ,
start
I
with
think
the
we
ending,
should start
I
off with JJ, obviously, because
Okay,
JJ wants
so-
to chat about it.
Yeah, look, right from the get-go, you can see Julianne Moore's character, what was President...
Present coin.
the fact that her character is named President Coin, you're like, she's pulling the strings.
It's a bit like Avatar,
Right.
Unobtainium.
Yeah.
It's just
it's a little
too. Yeah.
right
It's
from the
quite
start.
clear. It's quite clear.
That's not
Even
the
when
director's
when
fault,
she,
and
that's
no.
not the director's fault. That's
No.
obviously in the book even.
But,
But
right from the
even-
get-go,
right
it's
from the
not
get-go,
subtle at
no.
all.
But it was so
She's-
clear. Even I obviously knew it was coming because I read the books. But
Yeah.
if you haven't, in the movie when, obviously, so we're into spoilers now. Obviously, they think that Katniss and all her crew's dead, and President Coin's talking, and she obviously didn't like Katniss. That was pretty clear.
Yeah.
She's crying about Katniss dying, and you're like, okay, yeah, she's just playing the strings here.
Yeah.
It was very clear,
And then I think what made it even worse, something that I did actually like, now that we're into spoilers, I can talk about it a bit more, is the use of how Katniss was kind of just the plaything for either side to use, and how Coin used her,
Yeah, for sure.
and the use of propaganda in warfare and stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting.
They
in
did-
the film.
they did do that
They
well,
portray
yeah.
that really, really well, and it's a good look into
propaganda
how
is
important
a hell of an
propaganda
impact on
is.
obviously
Yeah.
war and shit like that.
But yeah, right from the start, you could see she was pulling the strings, and then at the end, when surprise, surprise, Katniss doesn't even kill fucking Snow. She shoots Coin in the chest with a fucking arrow because Coin's an evil
That's
overlord
established
too.
well in the book.
It's established by in the book, but
In the movie, I don't think they do enough. Not until the very end when you find out that she.
what I
took
was
the
really
plane
looking
over.
forward to. So you
yeah.
obviously wouldn't know this because you didn't read the book. When Coin's asking, like Coin is asking for another Hunger Games, like a
Yeah,
ironic
yeah.
one. There was a great like monologue by Peter in the book about why you shouldn't like do it. I don't know if you remember it.
I vaguely remember.
It was awesome, and I was so excited for that bit because it was like going to be a performance like sort of highlight for Hutchison, and he just goes, "No, I'm not doing it."
I bet
really-
they probably would have filmed it and cut it out.
They probably for sure. That really angered me because like it's a whole like I reckon it would have been like a 5-minute speech or so about why you shouldn't do it, and it was like completely reasonable. And then he's like, "No, I disagree. I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
I was really angry with that, and then the actual ending, like obviously because of the books the same way, I had my problems. Like it's such a corny, like it's a
God, is it corny?
okay ending. It's so corny, but like, what kind of human in the world would pick Hemsworth over?
Well, I mean,
Even if he did know that like Prim, even if he did.
No,
know
because
that
that's
he
the
didn't know it
thing.
was Prim,
No,
but
but
no.
they
No, he knew the bombs.
they
were
set
coming,
that
though.
off way too early. Like
Yeah, she
Katniss
could've-
falls asleep on the plane. It is a dream that she's making out with Hemsworth, isn't she?
No, I know
is
you
that a
said
dream
that.
or real?
But no, it's not a dream.
It's not
Oh,
a
is that
dream.
real?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, because I thought it was a dream because she suddenly wakes up.
No, that was just a really weirdly cut scene.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really odd. But anyway, yeah, making out with Hemsworth, wakes up and fucking Hemsworth is over there with old mate in a wheelchair.
Beatty.
Yeah, planning, and you can hear them saying, and Hemsworth is going, "Look, we're gonna set off a bomb as a distraction, and then when people come over, we're gonna set off a second bomb." They
And
established
she's
that
onto it as well. She knows.
15 minutes into the fucking film. Like 15 minutes into the film, they set that up, and then right at the end when it happens, you're like, "Well, what the fuck?"
Oh, I disagree.
God
I
damn it.
didn't
and
notice. I didn't
and
notice.
then Hemsworth at the end, he walks in, and Katniss is like, "Did you do it?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." And you're like, "Yes, you fucking did.
He's
You
like, I
dipshit."
didn't know Prim was there. He obviously didn't know Prim was there, but he knew the bombs were coming.
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole.
I don't
like,
think
that was
he
the
knew
whole,
it was going to happen then because he was on
He
the
didn't
ground.
know-
so
he didn't- yeah,
plan.
he obviously
I think
know-
he didn't
but he
know they
knew
were going to
that-
use his idea. I think he was more just sort of brainstorming possible methods of attack.
Yeah, and then they used
his
it
idea,
without
and he would have been
telling
like,
him.
"Well, fuck! I sort of said it in theory. Now that it's happened."
And so that would like, even if that happened, you wouldn't pick
That was quite a
Hemsworth
good
over
performance.
Hutchison.
No. That was a good performance by Jen though. Like where
Correct.
she was,
Yeah.
she just was like, "Nah, get fucked." Like,
Yeah.
see you later, mate.
But
That was
it's
really good.
war.
But then, like, yeah.
That's the other
I don't think
interesting
he knew they were
thing.
going to attack
and
capital children.
this
No.
film had more fake endings than Return of the King.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Really?
as if you didn't notice, like, as soon as she woke up and said, like, I thought it was going to end as soon as she shot, like, well, obviously I didn't, but, like, it made it seem like as if it was going to end as soon as she shot Coin and then went into, and then woke up, like, she was in prison. After that, like, as soon as she got home with the cat, that was a weird scene.
Which
That
he
was-
slobbered.
No, that was a
realistic
That was a
crime
really
scene.
realistic, like emotional, just like she was a wreck, and
Yeah,
like the big line of
yeah,
slobber.
it was just
like it
so-
wasn't like a dainty, like
Yeah.
It was a bit cringe.
It was a
like,
bit
she's
cri-
gone!
Yeah.
I was just like, come
for
on.
sure, yeah.
You could probably just
Um,
do it without talking.
No, but and then like obviously, I thought that was the end when she like saw Peter and they were like cuddling, and then all of a sudden it's like
And then
it
it
had
goes
like
to
at
a
least
short
six.
montage,
It goes to
yeah.
a short montage. Yeah, I thought it was like there was about 6 fake endings, and then there
And
was
that-
the
and
one,
then
and then
the
there was the
actual
actual
ending
ending, and they could have just
made
cut
me
that out.
hate the fucking film.
See,
Because
I reckon they should have just
build up
had it
through
end-
the whole series. Katniss being this awesome fucking kick-ass chick, and then at the end she's
having
like
kids.
married, like
It
having
should have
kids
been her
with
teaching
Peter.
her kids how to shoot a bow and arrow.
No,
Yeah, it should have been
definitely-
her like firing the
See, I
kids
put it-
out of a
no,
bow and
no.
arrow.
I felt
Like-
like it should have ended with like when Peter got obviously like around that stage when Peter got back to District 12, the Victor's houses. I felt like it should have ended there, and then even if they like wanted to honor that bit of the book, they could have had that as a post-credit scene.
Yeah. It could
No,
Where
be.
they-
post-credit scenes make me want to kill myself.
Yeah, I agree. But
Like holy fucking shit.
unless it's
Post-
Marvel and they actually set up. the
No,
other
no.
film.
See, they should just do it at the end of the film. Have the credits. Everyone can fuck off.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe it's because I work there,
Yeah,
like in the cinema.
As
like,
someone who works in the cinema, I can't stand Marvel films when they
no,
play, 'cause
like
everyone
I
stays
fucking just
forever.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only Marvel film that I enjoyed was.
Did you enjoy the post-credit scene, or you enjoyed?
No,
just
I
enjoyed-
enjoyed it because it didn't have a post-credit scene. Avengers 2 it had the mid-credit scene and then nothing at the end.
Mid credits
And
is fine.
Mid-credits
Post credits
is fine.
very
and then
annoying.
word gets around that there's no end credit scene and everyone gets the fuck out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, and you can tell. Yeah, I just think it should have ended with "You love me, real or not real." Real could have ended there.
Yes,
we know
that
they're
would've
gonna have
been
Yeah, that was a
kids.
fake ending, and then it went black, and then they woke up with
It's just
it
it
could have
just
ended
went
there.
for way too long. And
Because even with that, it implies that they're probably like, even with that, like she loves him,
Yeah.
which everyone really knew anyway.
Yeah.
It implies that they're probably gonna like stay together and have kids, etc., etc.
that feels like a very rushed scene as well.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
It feels very
She-
rushed.
she wakes up,
That
she
whole
walks in,
end,
hug.
what, 15, 20 minutes feels very rushed.
It's
Like you
rushed,
said, there's
yeah.
it's fake endings, but it feels like they went, okay, shoot this cut, shoot this cut, shoot this
Yeah.
cut. And
I
it's all
mean,
just
in terms of
slapped
pacing,
together.
it feels like it goes forever. But in
Oh.
terms of, I don't think they shot it over a very long
I
period.
just completely
yeah.
remembered something. Most wasted thing I've ever seen. Brienne of Tarth's in the film for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And her
I
accent
forgot. I
is
forgot her.
whack.
I forgot her name. I forgot her
Accent is-
real life name.
Like, what kind of
But
accent
like,
is she
she's
trying
like,
to
Gwendolyn
do?
she's a,
Christie.
yeah, Gwendolyn,
Gwendolyn
that's
Christie.
it. Yeah, yeah, she's in obviously
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars
Ooh,
as well,
boy.
Captain Phasma. But like, like I saw that she was getting cast, and I'm like, fuck yes, like she's obviously a good actress. Like in
Yeah.
Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
she
She
fucking
kills it.
owns it.
Owns it.
She was in it for about literally 2 minutes. Like what?
No, it could have been.
What the fuck?
anyone.
It could have been anyone. They could have hired a person, paid them like fucking $1,000 to do it, and they probably had to pay her a
And
shitload of money
she-
just to say 2
I don't
minutes
know
of
what
lines.
she was doing with that accent.
Oh,
If that
yeah.
was, I think she can't do an American accent. Just let her do the English accent, please.
Just let her do a normal
Don't
accent.
make her do like a weird, strange. I'm not saying
Yeah,
switching
we've
back
got
and
to,
forth.
we've got
It
to
was-
attack. We've got
she
to
sounded-
attack this pace. Like,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just, and she just had no reason to be
Mind you,
there.
it followed the overarching theme of the movie, which is just cringe.
There's a lot.
Like there's a
There's a fair
lot
bit
of
of
cringe.
cringe.
And what annoyed me was when Jennifer Lawrence is saying her final little thing, like I just think of all the good things that people have ever done.
Oh,
She's
dear
like,
God.
she looked literally like there was a sheet of paper with the lines on the baby, and she was just reading it mindlessly.
yeah, it probably was.
She had no emotion, and it
It
was
probably
just
was, to be
rushed.
honest.
Yeah, it was just.
Yes.
She looks like she wanted to do that and then drown the baby like very slowly.
Yeah.
Like, shh, think of the good things.
Yeah, she was just
Like-
and even like the final line, because the final line of the film is there are much worse games to play. Pretty nice
good.
line.
That's a
she
nice
just
line to
didn't
end
deliver
on.
it. She was like, besides, there were much worse games to play. Like there was just she should have really like drawn it out.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
That was
it's
a
just-
good line to end on, like very, very profound.
Yeah,
for the
it's
series.
just.
Good line.
I don't
Anyway.
know. Overall, I just think it could have ended so much.
Overall, I think it could have been at least an 8 if they actually
Yeah.
if they didn't
part
have
one and
if
two
part
were in
1 and
one.
2 were 1. It could have even it could have been like an
Yeah.
8.5.
They're not gonna.
part, if that
but
was
if they
one
still
part.
they made so much money splitting it into two
Yeah,
parts.
obviously, but like one part could have been like an 8.5 for me. It could have had great action sequences. Some like performances would have been great in just the one part. But because the first one I rated probably like a 7.
See, the
Yeah.
first one for
'Cause-
me was like, the second one was really good because it was just mindless action.
Yeah.
It was just them in a fucking
Oh, the
arena.
catching fire.
Yeah, catching fire.
So
was
the
really
first part for me, would probably be like a little bit better than this one because there's not as much.
good. Yeah.
Like it didn't drag as long for me.
Well, when I saw
But-
part 1, I thought it was slow like it was. I accepted it because I assumed that part 2 was going to be really action packed.
Yeah.
It just
But
wasn't.
see, that's the thing.
But
we
now
shouldn't
watching
have
them-
to accept that. We shouldn't have to see a shit film on the
accept that
expectation that the second part's going to be better.
Like,
They
you're not
should
gonna-
just- We
like-
should just boycott all part
Obviously,
ones.
obviously, Avengers: Infinity War is obviously split into 2 parts. Like, I'm pretty,
that's
That's
one.
an exception.
That's
Holy
an
fuck.
exception. But if the first one was slow as fuck, and then the second one was like this, everyone would be mad. Obviously, we expect
Yeah.
just full blown. Fucking,
expect-
we
because-
expect full blown incredible story,
Just-
obviously, and a full on blown war, really, as Infinity War. We don't. Yeah, that's not what I expect
That's a
to go
lot
into
of
a.
war.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
not
a
what
lot.
I.
That's a lot.
It's not what I expect going into a film thinking, oh, this one will be pretty shit to see
No,
the second
and
one.
you shouldn't have to. I mean, I think Deathly Hallows Part 1, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I think they did that brilliantly. In terms of, you got to know
I
the
thought,
characters
you
more.
got to know
there
the
was a lot of
characters more.
development.
It did have some problems like Mockingjay Part 1. It was a bit slow. It had not like, it didn't have many action sequences, but they actually did that well.
Yeah.
Whereas Mockingjay Part 1, they didn't they didn't have any reason to split it into 2.
No, not at all. And
So yeah.
I'm not happy with it. I found it thoroughly unsatisfying. That's the best way to describe it. I think it's just unsatisfying.
Unsatisfying. Yeah, it was alright, but yeah, unsatisfying compared to like 1 and 2, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Gotta hate that Finnick dies. He's my
Same.
favourite.
Oh
character.
my God.
Oh, sorry. This will be probably the last bit we talk about.
Yeah.
The characters' deaths just did not seem. They just were so rushed. Like
I liked that, though. Because
okay.
I think
No, but
that's
that
war.
was-
That's war. You don't have it's similar to Everest where people just drop off.
Yeah,
you don't
it's
have enough
realistic,
time.
but this is a fucking movie, Corey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like
Even-
Prim in the book, that's like a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Like a huge part of like what like why she becomes just messed up like in the thing like after that. But she like sees the bombs or whatever, and then she's like Prim, and then it just blows up. Next scene, she's like fucking wakes up and like it goes black straight after, and she's in a hospital, and she just doesn't even like
No, you
even
see
bring
her
it
on
up.
fire for a little bit. You see her catching
Oh
fire.
yeah.
Hey, cool.
No, that's...
But yeah, no, and even Finnick, she's like, obviously he's dying. She's like, like, whatever, the poison thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're running away from peacekeepers. It just felt very rushed, and they should have played it out a little bit more to get like an emotional reaction from the audience.
Oh,
But
I
I
said
felt
that
like I
more
didn't.
as-
I felt like I didn't have enough
I
time to actually
like
care
Finnick's
much.
death.
I
Finnick's
like,
death
yeah,
was good.
Prim.
Prim's was a bit iffy.
I think
Because
But-
like Prim.
Real quick, I just need to say, they have the best town planners in history. To get like a whole like, I'm talking like 20 meters
yeah.
by 20 meters of razor blades under your subway.
Yeah.
That's a lot of forward thinking.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these motherfuckers must get paid a shitload for that.
Yeah. What's the game? That's such a cool idea as
And
game
like-
makers.
Yeah,
Like, sort
and
of taking over
obviously
the
when they
city,
showed
that's
the
sick.
hollow pad or whatever, and then showed the pods around the city, there was fucking thousands of them
Could have seen
motherfuckers.
so
We could have
many
seen
more.
so many.
Yeah.
No, like we said, there wasn't enough action sequences. We could have seen so many. We literally only saw 2.
No,
Well,
there
obviously-
was, there was
no,
the oil,
'cause-
the flamethrower, the machine guns, the
The
razor blades,
Bombs
the bomb was
and
no,
the lights that came down and sort of turned people into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
that was weird,
That
though.
was
Like,
really
how
weird.
weird
Like,
was
how can
that?
it disintegrate people?
I don't
Like, I
know.
don't understand.
into like
Into little cubic
little blocks. Yeah.
No, but that's what the
Like
thing.
I'm
like,
not made of Lego.
That's the
No.
thing. The oil one was a huge, like, obviously scene. The machine guns went for about 3 minutes. The flamethrowers were her putting,
It
like,
was
shooting an
just shooting
arrow.
to show off.
The
that they're
mutts
pods,
obviously
yeah.
weren't. That was just snow sending them
Yeah.
down there. And then the lights quickly rushed through. Like, we could have had so many like
Yeah.
sick action sequences with the pods.
Yeah, and it could have
And
given them a
taken a
chance
bit-
to be really inventive because they're so
Yeah, because
they're so
that was really
sadistic.
that was
those
really
traps.
inventive. Like the oil thing was sick.
And I think that's almost why you flock to Hunger Games.
The oil thing didn't
is-
make any sense.
It didn't make much
I
sense.
don't
but
understand
just
how
I saw
they
sort of
fall
like
into the
nano
oil.
liquid technology. I don't know. You
And
can
see-
invent
and
a
do some-
logic
yeah.
for that sort of shit.
Yeah, you could.
My
Oh,
problem
yeah.
was that I think that's part of the reason why we watch Hunger Games is that it's on a scale, and you
inventive
can
and-
get it, and you can just almost revel in the sadistic nature of these game makers and what they're putting these kids
Yeah.
through. It's almost this weird sort of exploitation style of cinema where you don't want kids to die, but you get that, and you're just like, well, this is my one chance to see kids
To see
kids die,
kids die.
and it's
And
it's
yeah,
it's,
really
it's satisfying
fucked
in
up.
a
There was
weird
a
fucked up
thousand.
way.
Wow.
There was 1,000 of pods, and we were literally only shown like they talked about 2,
Yeah.
which were the oil. I mean, not the oil, the flamethrower and the machine guns.
Yeah.
And then the oil one was just a surprise thing, which was probably the best one.
And you know what?
And then the
If they're not in
the
book-
lights just brushed over, killed one person.
And that was in the trailer. Like
that
we
was in
saw
the-
that
yeah, that
whole
was in the
sequence.
trailer.
If they're not in the book, there's not enough pods in the book. Just invent some. Just got a
Yeah,
whole bunch of
okay.
writers. Just invent some. It
I
can't
felt
be that
yeah,
hard.
like that's the thing. Like I felt too faithful to the book to me.
Yeah, I think they could have easily invented some
That was
really cool
probably
books.
its problem in the end. That was its downfall. It was faithful to a shitty book. Let's move
It's
on.
easily the worst book, and yeah, that is generally the massive problem. Is it was so faithful,
Yeah.
but the ending isn't really. The actual book isn't that great. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, that's probably.
But overall,
Yes.
I mean, see it only if you're a big fan of the Hunger Games and you've
if
watched the
you're,
whole
if you're a big
series.
fan of the Hunger Games, you'll probably find
Yeah.
it
Probably already
alright
seen it.
or enjoy it, or you've
Yeah.
already seen
You've
it
already seen
because
it.
it is a
It's
week
a
later.
week later.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It doesn't
we
get
haven't
better the
really
second
got
time.
so this week we haven't actually really gotten any
I mean,
smaller reviews.
Today
We
recording
haven't.
this, Creed is out, which we'll talk about next week.
Yeah, so me and JJ obviously saw that this morning. We'll talk about that next week. So that's already out. So coming out next week as well.
Hotel
so we'll obviously cover that.
Transylvania 2.
No, that came out this week, didn't it?
Oh,
Came out
didn't,
today.
Didn't
Yeah. So obviously we'll do one next. We'll try and
Julia
get
Roberts'
Creed.
new one today?
Secret in
Oh
Their
yeah, that
Eyes
came out
last week.
last week.
Didn't see
with
that,
Hunger Games,
unfortunately.
yeah, because we
Shit.
covered that the fair. But obviously, yeah. So we'll try and get the Creed episode up and running in the next couple of days.
Yeah,
I reckon.
I'm gonna say it. I'm pumped for that.
So next week we've got a big one. We've got In the Heart of the Sea, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, did you
Chris-
see his weight loss for that?
Yeah, that
shit?
was
oh,
fucked.
skeleton.
But like
Well, then.
Ron Howard, great director. Like Rush was one of my favorite
Yeah.
films of that
Rush
year.
is
Like that was actually
fantastic film.
incredible. But great cast. Like Cillian Murphy, I absolutely relish
Yeah.
anything he does.
Yeah. I'm just really jacked up.
And-
Talk about Creed. Holy
Yeah,
fucking
Creed.
shit.
Is it better
So in
than
the-
Southpaw?
Yes.
Oh,
Southpaw, I did not.
Yeah,
Southpaw, I did
Southpaw's
not.
more of a gritty. Like Southpaw's more dark.
Yeah,
than this.
Southpaw,
This
right,
is this is much more of a just. It's just a
It's just a
Warrior
fucking
style.
incredible
yeah.
film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
In the Heart of the Sea, and the night before, the Seth Rogen comedy comes out next
I've
week.
heard
as well,
that next
which
week?
I've heard really good things about that.
I'm really excited. I'm
'cause everyone-
genuinely excited for that.
I like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Anthony
Ange-
Mackie.
Yeah,
Great cast. Apparently, chemistry's incredible.
I
The
can see
thing-
that.
I
I
can see that.
100% see that.
See, I love mindless comedy, but apparently, but I like when it has an actual, a meaning, not
I
meaning
like
to it,
that-
but I like when it has just really good, actual, serious things. And apparently, it's just apparently, it's a hilarious film, and then it's just really good. Apparently, at the end, just buddy, it's just a whole lot of meaning about friends and buddies and shit. And I'm
what was it? The Apocalypse one.
not the This Is the End.
That is possibly one of my all-time favorite films. I forgot to mention that in our first week. That film and Scott Pilgrim are like the pinnacles.
No, we
for
did
me.
mention that in the first
Oh,
week because
'cause
Corey
that-
said he
oh.
didn't like it. He said
I
it was
loved it.
overrated.
Oh, I
Coming out.
loved it.
Should we talk about what's coming out on DVD this week?
No, I've got that.
Oh, yeah.
We've got
So we've got Ted 2.
It was average. I didn't love it.
Ah,
Had its moments.
hire it, and then rip it onto your computer, and then just do that, or
Yeah.
pirate it. Fuck it.
Insidious 3.
Pirate
Haven't
it.
seen the first. The first one was alright. I haven't seen the last two. And we've got Selfless, which is the Ryan Reynolds one. I haven't seen that.
Ben Kingsley and
Ben
Ryan
Kingsley.
Reynolds. Those are two actors that
Oh, was that the one where
are
he's an
in
old
very
dude,
good and very
Yeah,
bad
he's
films.
like a millionaire, and then he goes
and then
into
he gets
the
a
young
body transplant,
and then he's like, "Oh,
I
you
mean,
killed me."
checking it out now, it's got 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not great at all.
not great.
Yeah,
So maybe just give that one a miss. But yeah, so we've got a couple of good movies. Not particularly DVDs, but yeah, movies. We've got obviously Creed, which we'll cover in the next couple of days. Well, In the Heart of the Sea and
yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that as well.
In the Heart of the Sea and Night Before, we could probably cover in the same one because I doubt because they're not huge films.
They're not massive films.
They're not massive. Like In the Heart of the Sea will obviously be good, but I don't think it will
Yeah,
be
I don't
like
think it'll
this
make
where you
that.
need to make.
No.
Obviously, you won't need to have a spoiler talk about In the Heart of
No,
the Sea
I
because
mean,
it's about Moby
think it's
Dick.
pretty
And like
obvious who'll
the
win.
night before,
Yeah.
you don't need to have a spoiler talk.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe,
Could
but In the Heart
it
of
could
the
just all be a really bad acid trip.
yeah,
So
but yeah. So we could probably get that done in the one.
Yep.
We'll cover
looking
Creed
forward to
in
it.
the next couple of days, and yeah.
And then after that, will probably be Star Wars next.
After that,
Which is just, it's
we'll,
not. It
we'll
won't be
have
Star
a
Wars, but- Oh my God.
15-hour dedicated podcast.
Yeah,
how good
no,
that is.
we'll do a 24-hour live stream.
And
of
if
that.
it's actually shit, we'll have a 48-hour
Yeah.
live
yes,
stream.
yes.
Just
Alright.
telling J.J. Abrams how much we fucking hate him.
No,
But we
now-
won't.
No,
we
we
will
won't.
not.
We
hate
won't
it.
because
It'll be
it's
good.
going to be
I
fucking
can't-
amazing.
I can't see how it can be bad at all at the moment, and it just looks fantastic. I'm just so excited for it.
Alright, we'll leave it there.
Anyway, we'll leave
Till
it there.
I'm
We'll catch you
at
in the
Corey
next...
Lyle on Twitter and on Instagram. James.
At the giant speech on.
We'll put
Twitter
it. We'll
and
put it in the.
Insta.
We'll put it in the description. But I still haven't got a Twitter yet.
Ben's 50, doesn't use social media.
I
so-
still haven't. I still haven't got a Twitter yet. I should probably sign
Alright.
up. And yeah, we'll catch you in
Till
the
then.
next couple of days. And
See you then.
Catch you later, cunts.